the session as well. So yeah, so let me log in into my GCP console today. So I just log in. Yesterday we have done the setup, complete setup as well, right? So we can do daily practice on that particular virtual machine only. So let me go to my compute engine, go to VM instances. So yesterday we have done the setup on particular virtual machine here. So yesterday I stopped the virtual machine. So today I would like to start it because they will charge you if your machine is running mode. Then let's check my billing as well. Again, they are charging 1,000 rupees. I don't know why they are charging. Okay, anyhow, that is a different matter. So let me start my virtual machine. Yeah, it's a running mode only. Just try to do SSH because I want to connect to my virtual machine in order to use our Terraform today. So it will take some time, right? So before going through there, I'm just recapping that what is Terraform init, what is Terraform validate, what is Terraform plan, what is Terraform apply. So if you are using Terraform init, we can do initializing the workspace of current directory. So once it has been initialized, then the second command Terraform Terraform validate, it will the validation of your configuration file. And the third is Terraform plan actually. So this Terraform plan will check all configurations, whatever the modules you have written inside the configuration file. Then end of the day, Terraform apply, then it will try to provisioning your piece of code, whatever you have written. It could be virtual machine, it could be VPC, it could be app engine, it could be VM instances, it could be anything, whatever we have discussed till today from the beginning of class. Okay, so let's start slowly. Initially, I can small things, then later on I can take virtual machine instances and Kubernetes setup again by using of Terraform. So everything we do have a implementation by using of Terraform in the labs. So once I log into there, let me come up there. So yesterday we have downloaded Terraform software, then we have been installed, then variables also we have been set, then we have created service account on XYZ we have done. Now completely my Terraform setup is ready. How I am confirming? If you confirm Terraform command, it will give you all kind of a command information. So by checking this level, we need to confirm whether my Terraform is properly, configured, installed, and variable setup is properly done. So let me clear my screen. Then once your Terraform is ready, what are the major steps we have to implement here? There's the only one thing, nothing much complex here. We have only one thing, we have to prepare the configuration file. What is configuration file? Whatever is supposed to be implemented, it could be anything, it could be any GCP resource, it could be anything. It could be anything. Then I need to give all kind of a declarative kind of a program, declarative kind of a script. Then I need to prepare my configuration file here. For this purpose, the main Terraform best practice is the file name should be main.tf. TF means Terraform. Means I need to create one main.tf file. Okay. The first point is, the first prerequisite is before going to provisioning anything, Login into your directory. Just now I login, right? Connect to your virtual machine and go there your path of Terraform. Then I need to create one configuration file. The file name should be main.tf. This is the very standard name, but you can change the name also, but maximum try to give main.tf. What is that? Main.tf. This main.tf contains all configuration of your GCP resources. It could be anything. Okay, so let me go and create one main.tf. I think already I have. Let me create one more time. Arya minus rf. So I have removed my existing file because already I have created for another lab. So let me create, new file here. Let's say cat main if tf here. Oh, sorry, vm hyphen main dot tf. So once you open or create one file, this so once VIM is, if you want to create any kind of a file in the Linux or CentOS, so you have to use VIM space your file name here. Here I have created the file like main.tf. It will open like kind of a notepad here. So from here, you have to write, you have to declare your declarative information as a part of configuration of your GCP resources here. So then you know very well. So you have to go our Terraform IO registry. Okay, let me share this as well. Chapter 2, everyone. Yeah. So if you go to your Terraform registry.io, here majority of the 80 to 85 to 90% of the declarative kind of a code has been given by Terraform for all modules, all GCP resources. If you see in the left side, if you see here, we have an app engine, we have a BigQuery, we have a cloud build, cloud DNS, cloud functions, whatever we have discussed till now across the our training session. We have a lot of things, but we need to pick up whatever comes under GCP DevOps. Okay, so it's a cloud IAM, then cloud run, cloud SQL, cloud spanner, cloud storage. Cloud storage nothing but a bucket. And once it's done, compute engine, container registry, then what else? So file store, then Kubernetes. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, those are the main things which come under as a part of GCP. 1 second, guys. So let's go a very small thing first of all, because since this is the first class, this is the since first lab, I will go with some small piece of code. Let me go to explain here first. So this is a very small code. I would like to create VPC network. You know very well what is VPC network means, virtual primary cloud. Means if you want to create any kind of a VPC, generally how we are doing, go to console, go to VPC blade, then you have to go click on create, then give all information, then it will create the VPC network here. But then how the same we can do automate here? That is the main information. The first thing, irrespective of any kind of a configuration file, till here part is same. The body part, the first header part is same. What is that? I will explain you. The first thing is provider. Who is my client provider? Because since Terraform is a very generic for Oracle, AWS, Azure, and GCP, then I need to tell to Terraform, yeah, my provider is the Google here. Okay, then you have to give version. What kind of a version we are using? Terraform 3.5.0. Of course, now it's a 4.11 something is like that, but not a problem. We can go ahead low version to higher version. Then the third thing is credential. Yesterday we have created key, right? Yesterday we have created key where is associated with service account, right? That key I have stored. Oh, let me save this file. See, that key I have stored here. Okay, So once I stored here, is my file created? Yeah, main.tf is created. Okay, fine. So that credentials means credentials is equal to file. Where is my key? Terraform JSON. Because when I'm executing Terraform commands, it will check for that particular key. If key is valid, then only it will allow to provisioning your infrastructure, because that's the main considered as a part of security. Then that's another level is project. You have to give your project ID. You know very well where I can find out the project ID. Where I can find out the project ID? Simply come here, go and dashboard of your GCP. From here, you can find out the project ID. Then reason, where you supposed to be deploy your resource here. My VPC network, I'm supposed to be deploy. Reason is US Central 1, zone is the US Central 1-C. So till this part, any configuration file is common. Maybe reason zone will change, maybe according to your requirement. I'm taking as a any zone because for me it doesn't matter. But in the real time, you have to check my set of resources has to be deployed into which region along with which zone. You have to check with that. Then you have to replace it here. Just region and zone name, so nothing much complicated. From here, your resources information we have to mention. So any kind of, even though if you want to get virtual machine, this part is same. It could be change only your zone region. Maybe if you are using for different project, you can give the project ID of your different project. So from here, it will be changed. I'm simply creating one small, VPC network. Then let's see, slowly we can increase, we can go with the large complex kind of a labs. I'm just copying this. I'm just opening my main.tf. Click on I means it will go insert, right click, paste it. The same thing, whatever I explained just now, the same piece of declarative program, the declarative piece of code, I have copy paste it here. So if you want, you can give resource name anything here. I have given like Google_Compute Network. You can give any name, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's save it. $WQ percentile means shift 1. That means it will going to save your file. So let me cross check one more time. Yes, it's saved already. Then now from here, I need to execute my 4 Terraform commands here. What is first command, guys? Can anybody?
Terraform init.
Terraform init. What happened? There are some problems with the configuration. What happened? It's a main.tf only, right? On main line number 13, in source VPC network, an argument of block definition required here. Something is wrong in my file. Let's go. Resource 13 bracket close. Maybe bracket is not closed. I started a bracket, but I didn't close it. I started my bracket, then I didn't close it. Maybe most probably that is the only problem, I guess. Otherwise, I can revalidate the syntax. So let me close this bracket. Let me save it one more time. Yeah, now it's initialized. It means if you do anything, if your configuration file is not properly aligned, respected to syntaxes, respected to alignments, anything, it will throw you error. So that is why we have to check that before going to provisioning. The second command is, let me clear Terraform validate. This Terraform validate, now the configuration is valid. Now the third command is Terraform plan. Typo error. Terraform plan. So what it is telling, it will tell you whatever you about to provisioning or piece of code. If you see here, Google Terraform will perform the following actions. Means before going to apply, it is telling to us, okay, guys, I am going to apply this. I am going to provisioning the below infrastructure. In this case, Google Compute Network VPC will be created. What are those? It will contain subnets, and IDs and everything. Of course, you know what the prerequisite needed for VPC. We need to create VPC name. You have to give everything. You have to give VPC name, then subnets everything, IP region, everything, right? So let's go Terraform apply. So this is the last command in order to provisioning your infrastructure. Then it is asking Terraform will perform the actions described above. Only yes will be accepted to approve. So I have to give approve. Then if I want to give approve, I need to type as YES as per the Terraform standards. So now my provisioning is in progress now. So we have to bear with us. It will take some time, like 1 or 2 minutes. Then let's see the output. So in the meanwhile, do you have any questions? Because it will take around 1 minute. So we can have a discussion rather than wasting our time. Oh, it's really fast. Okay, this is only VPC, right? Okay, it's really very fast, like hardly taken 36 seconds. If you see here, it is showing time as well. So 36 seconds it has been taken. Let's go to console and go to VPC and check that whether my resource is created or not. So yeah, if you see here, new Terraform network, whatever I have created, what is my compute name? New Terraform network. The same VPC, it's created successfully, expand it, whatever it's come by default, everything will come it here. See the beauty of automation. It's a very simple, very basic level thing, but still, if you notice that, let's say someone has accidentally, what is the beauty of automation? Someone has accidentally deleted this. Let's say, let me go there and deleted VPC. Okay, deleted. So someone just assume that someone accidentally deleted your VPC. Okay, just assume it's in production. Maybe some accidentally deleted someone due to some XYZ reasons. What I can do, I can go on manual, but each and everything I have to go, I need to check earlier what I have given the network name, everything you have to recall, which is very difficult because if you deleted something, we can't remember those, even though we cannot track those kind of things. Even though it is tracked, it's very difficult to bring back and go to there and go to manual again, go to VPC earlier what kind of name I have given, I need to recall it, then everything it will take. Maybe it could be possible, but it will take some time, right? But now it is deleted, right? Let it be happen. Then what I can do, simply I can rerun my Terraform code within 1 minute, then I can bring back whatever I have destroyed. Got it? This is very simple. Just assume that you have deleted GKE cluster. Google Kubernetes cluster accidentally you have deleted. In the worst case, just assume that if you deleted your GKE cluster, if you want to bring back again, it is very difficult by manual. It could be possible, but will take a lot of time. And we are not sure what kind of configurations we have done in before. Even though if you put somewhere in the documentation or somewhere also, you have to go there, check all parameters and need XYZ is very, but by using Terraform, you can simply recreate within 2 or 3 minutes or hardly 8 minutes or 10 minutes. If it is a GKE cluster, it will take hardly 8 minutes. That's it. So that's the beauty of automation as infrastructure as a code. By using of Terraform. The same thing you can do with Ansible also, but Ansible is a very complex programming language. It is very difficult to write unless if you have a programming language. So let's say it is deleted. Again, I am going to Terraform apply. So it is asking for approve. I have given the approve simply without I am not at all typing anything in my code. Did I change anything in the code? No, right? Simply I'm executing the same command because I can keep all my Terraform files in a proper manner. We have a version control system. I can put my all Terra files into my version control system. Simply I can copy it, then I can do run. Hardly it will take 2 or 3 minutes. Again, my VPC is back. See that? My VPC is back within 26 seconds. Of course, it's a very simple thing, very small resource. Just think about the large infrastructure. Think about large complex infrastructure if you have in the organizations. Slowly we can go one by one. So I'm just telling to you that the beauty of automation here. Okay, just do refresh. Is it come back? Yes, it is, right? Got it? Any doubts? అర్థమవుతుందా guys? I mean, can I explain one more time? At least functionality అర్థమవుతుందా? Forget about practical. Practical అది okay, you can do it anything, but functionality and using of automation here అర్థమవుతుందా మీకు?
Yes, bro, it's understandable.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Let's go to another small module from here. Let's take, we have to play all resources, that's it. Otherwise nothing is there. We have to play all resources. Let's go compute engine. Okay, let me go to my VM instance. Yeah, if you see here in Google Compute instance, if you click on this from your Terraform registry, it will give all code here. Okay, so just take entire code from here to resource Google Compute address. I think that this is fair enough. This is subnet, that is fine. No, not the whole one. Yeah, this is the instance code for your virtual machine. Go to your machine. Okay, first let me explain the code, otherwise it's just kind of a blindly copy and paste. Okay, so I don't want to go header because header I just explain. I told you that every resource till here part is common. Okay, just come here. Now I am going to provisioning my virtual machine by using of Terraform. You know very well how we can create using of console, using of gcloud command. But now I'm trying to explain. Please keep in mind whatever explain it from yesterday onwards is complete in the context of Terraform level. I mean the automation level, infrastructure as a code. So resources level, I am not at all going to any new one here. Everything VM, bucket, app engines, functions, cloud run, cloud build, everything very well, because across the since last training sessions we have done all of things. But now the same provisioning we are doing with Terraform as a part of infrastructure as a code. Okay, so now resource, what is that? This is the VM instances. If you see these are my computer instances. What is the prerequisite for VM instances? Of course you need a subnet, of course you need an operating system image, of course you need a IP addresses as well. If you see here this code, everything will take it by default. Here networking, I'm using default. If you want to go use custom network, just now I have created VPC name some XYZ. Yeah, you can remove default, you can use new Terraform VPN network, whatever I have created just now. Yeah, you can use that like also. Just you have to put some small 5% common sense when you are using this kind of a script. Just small common sense. What is common sense here? Name according to your requirement, whatever project has given to you. Machine type, we have a 12 or 10 types of machine types, means VM sizes we have. You have to give that machine type as well. Zone, you have to give it accordingly your project requirement. Boot disk, nothing but a hard disk. Next, this is this is static IP address, and this is my image Debian. You can change it to Windows, you can change it to CentOS as well, but give proper name here. And this is my resource address, that thing by the address here. These are all our prerequisites in order to creating a virtual machine. మన virtual machine create చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ parameters అన్ని వస్తాయి మనకి. The same parameter I have given, of course only one change, that is manual. Let's go open your main file. You open your main file, click on I, it will give you edit, remove the previous one and do shit. One second guys, I removed some extra code. So when you're working with code, be careful, okay? Otherwise you will get a lot of errors. If you remove small spaces, small square brackets, it will give a lot of errors. So I just remove the earlier previous VPC network. Then I am copying my VM instance code here. But if you see, still my header in the sense, sorry, the provider information is same. Only I am changing my resource information here. Now save your file. The same command, Terraform init. Good. It is green. It is telling Terraform has been initiated successfully. Terraform validate. I need to validate my configuration file. Super. It is also success. Terraform plan. It will tell you what you about to provisioning your thing here. If you see here, the first thing, it will destroy the previous thing, then it will recreate the everything here because I have removed the code, VPC code there. So let's go, means two things we are about to edit. One is the VPC network along with your VM instances here, means two resources here. Let's go Terraform apply. It is asking for approval. Just assume that someone has destroyed your virtual machine, the existing virtual machine. Then simply by using of means nothing but automation will useful. Of course, it's a cost reducing manual efforts will less and everything. But on top of that, it's a kind of a backup thing. If something happened in the worst case, my infrastructure should be ready in very less time. That is the main concept of automation. One is the cost reducing, human manual efforts will reduce, and what else, cost will also reduce. But on top of that, if something wrong in the production or any environment, simply by using of this thing, it should be created automatically. If you see here, resources 2 added. Let's go and check my VM instances are available inside the compute engine. Yeah, if you see here, my VM instance is ready. This is my machine. If you go there, the same thing I have given. Where is that VM machine? This is my VM instance now. VM instance. Let's go click on that. Let's see all configurations, whether it's matching with my configuration file. If you see here, this is my name and running. This is my zone, whatever I have given in the configuration file, and this is machine type, whatever I have given in the my configuration file. CPU is taken by default, and this network interfaces by default taken. Why? Because I have given default here. If you see network type, I have given default. If you want to use custom network, yeah, you can create VPC, then name, just replace the name. That is not at all a problem. You can play anything. If you know how to do, then you can play anything, right? So that is the way we have to do that. Let's destroy. Okay, I want to destroy this code. Okay, whatever I have whatever I had deployed just now, I need to destroy it. Let's go Terraform destroy command. Very simple command, but most dangerous command. Okay, if you hit Terraform destroy without ask, I mean, it will ask for approval. If you said yes, everything will destroy whatever you have done just now. Means inside the configuration file, whatever resources are there, it will destroy everything. You see here, destroying, what is that? VM instance. So very simple command, but most dangerous command. That's why this command ki konni securities pedtaru, means in the projects for this command, we can use some kind of a security on top of that. Then only it will allow you to destroy your thing, because in the normal in the projects, it's a very sensitive command. So we have to use very careful. So destroy complete resources to destroy means simply within 10 minutes I have destroyed my virtual machine. Where is it? Refresh. If you see here, it's gone. So within 15 seconds, it's gone. Whatever you have. Just imagine if you have done 10 virtual machines, just simply use this command. So it will destroy. So be careful with that. But destroy command will use very rare scenarios in order to offboarding of your infrastructure. Offboarding of in your infrastructure means, let's say I'm using 5 virtual machines. Customer is asking, is these virtual machines are no needed for me? Then I need to offline on, sorry, I need to onboard in terms of sign off, means I need to remove it. I need to decommission it, like that way. You can use any word. So yeah, decommission is the best word. So you can do decommission in the sense, just take all necessary approvals from the customer, and once they given approval, any decommission, you have to take the approvals, because I told you, right, instead of working, the most important thing is process is most important, governance is most important. Without approval, if you destroyed, someone will come after a few days and asking you, then you don't have any answer, because you don't have the sign off from the respective persons. So that is the way you have to play with anything. And let's go some complex scenario. We can create GK cluster. Of course, we can do anything. We can do compute image, means in the last classes, in the beginning of classes, we have done we have created virtual machine based on the image, right? The same thing you can do it from here as well. We have a lot of things like network endpoints, not all, but whatever come under our GCP DevOps engineering scope, then you can try to do that. And where is my GKE? Is it? No, it's not this. Let me go to compute engine only, I guess. No, GKE will come under which module, guys? Even though I forgot which module. Compute module. Okay, that means you have to go compute engine only. Okay, fine. Where is GKE instance template? Certificate compute. Backend. Subnet VPN gateway. Oh, if it is not here, then somewhere. Yeah, this is the thing. So just to see, the smartness is you have to search your code where it is available. That's the only smartness, you have to do that. Okay, rest of the things, just 5% common sense, replace names whatever required from the project, then we have to do use like this. So this is with the separately managed recommended. Just I'm taking one node only in the GKE cluster. Okay, Kubernetes cluster. Let's go. What happened? Yeah, main.tf. So enter I. It will allow you to do modification. Then simply you can remove it. Okay, let me explain this code as well. You know already, but I would like to explain in the declarative language. If you see here, this is Google service account. Yes, already we are passing, because if you want to create GKE cluster, service account is mandatory, because I also created for service account. No, I use the existing service account for GKE cluster, right? And the second thing, I need to create a Google container cluster, because I am creating the cluster here, name, location, and resource. What is node pool? If you remember, I have given the replicas in the nodes and everything. If you go my GKE Kubernetes video, you will see all information. Of course, the only difference is I have shows you in the manual, means console level. Here, all information I am passing like, scripting level, I means declarative language level. Here I have given the machine type and everything. So let's go and save it. Okay, Terraform init is valid. So sorry, Terraform var Terraform validate. It will check my configuration whether it is valid or not. Terraform plan. It will tell you what we are about to create. Terraform apply. It will take some time because even in the previous by doing console also, it was taken around 5 to 6 minutes. Since this is the cluster creation, so we have to bear with us. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm back. So the benefit of is, one time hard work. I mean, one time you have to set everything. Once your anything is ready, it could be VM grade. Now we have to get app engine, app engine sequels we can do in the future. So it's simply creating infrastructure by clicking of one button. As I promised you in the beginning of classes, see the beauty of automation. But as a cloud engineer, you have to know practice. You have to know every area, like how you have to do console, then how you have to do automate as well, and how you have to do G Cloud as well. If you're very good with these three, then you are very good in the GCP Cloud Engineer. So for code purpose also, we have a lot of references, documentation like Terraform IO. We have a repositories as well who has already written by some experts. So just take the code and try to do that if you get a chance. If you don't get a chance, simply we have to do by console and G Cloud only. But some areas, reputed level 5 companies nowadays, they are trying to automate all these kind of things. That is why I'm adding this thing. Actually, Terraform is a actually different concept actually. But still why I'm adding here, if you do such a kind of a labs, at least 5 or 6, and in the interviews, if you tell I have very good exposure on Terraform, like at least basic level exposure, and then it's really boost up you, because no one will not have the Terraform engineers. I mean, GCP cloud engineers by default, they won't have the Terraform experience. But if you have at least basic exposure, then it will give really good advantages. So that is why I about to add this thing and take as a this part also very serious, like how you have done like other practices, right? Please take this also as a important and try to see. It's nothing what I did. I just executed 4 commands, and you have to know for which module I have to take code from where. That is the only the smartness work here. And try to understand the code first. Okay, here this parameter is going to create IP address. Okay, this parameter is going to create this thing. Just read it, execute 4 commands. That's it. That is fair enough. And yeah, one more important is that after this provisioning, I will explain that most important interview question. What is Terraform state file? Without this question, you can, if you said I am experienced in Terraform, if you put experience Terraform in your resume, without this question there is no interview. If you put the experience on Terraform, if you won't put, it won't ask you, they won't ask you. But if you put like basic explore, good thing, what is Terraform state file, without asking this question, there is no interview. Give me a moment, guys, I'm getting one call. Oh, it's around 5 minutes. Yeah, since this is the cluster, it will take that much time. This is ideal scenario only. So in the meanwhile, I can explain what is Terraform state file basically. The question is very important. Terraform state file. So what is Terraform state file? What is the use of that? Okay, most important question. Definitely, if you don't know about this, you don't have any Terraform experience. They will consider like that. So what is Terraform state file in the sense? Once you run the command Terraform apply, okay, please note, once you run the Terraform apply command, this file will generate in your working directory. Okay, once you execute the Terraform apply command, then Terraform state file automatically create and it will available inside your working directory. Let me show that. Oh, it's still running. Okay, I will show it later. So this state file contains whatever you have provisioned, whatever you have provisioned, everything it will track and put it into this file. But okay, that is fine, but what is the use of that, right? Again, the question is, what is the use of that? So if we have track, let's say today I have created 3 resources. What I did, first I have created VPC, second level I have created a virtual machine, third level I have created, see, we are about to create a GKE cluster, what is in progress now, right? That means this state file will hold all information, whatever you have done in your working directory, simply I can say. But still, what is the use of that? Then just assume that someone has executed in the same directory with different people or working in the same working directory, who has done whatever components are, sorry, whatever services are deployed. How you know? I cannot go and go console. I cannot keep on checking. It's very difficult, right? So this file will all information and it will do kind of a tracking here. That is one benefit. Second benefit is, if you are restoring in the sense, see, something I have deleted, just now accidentally I have deleted something, right? Then after that I have recreated again. How I am doing recreated in the sense, Terraform will go to the state file and will fetch all information, whatever it destroyed or deleted, whatever. Then only Terraform apply again the complete infrastructure, whatever I have destroyed, it is coming back. If I don't have this Terraform state file, there is no way to restore. This kind of a just restore, guys. If I deleted a WhatsApp account, again, if I do restore, everything I will re-backup it, right? If I have a backup. So that kind of a mechanism here, Terraform state file will do, and that kind of a functionality. The beauty of this Terraform state file is, in the worst cases, if I want to restore my environment, yes, by using of Terraform state file, it can be do that. If it is deleted, no, we cannot do restore. That's why it's most important. And in the real time, this Terraform state file will store in buckets only, not in your local. Currently, I'm storing in my VM machine, virtual machine, but in the real time, we have to store in the storage bucket. They will ask you, okay, in your current organization, how your Terraform state file are maintaining. So you have to tell as a best practices, and to, because in the local, maybe accidentally I can do delete, right? In the local, there is no meaning. If it is storage bucket, then it is very safe, because there is a centralized bucket which is maintained by customer. Then we have a lot of things to access my storage bucket. The only authorized people only access my storage bucket. So there is no meaning to, there's no meaning, there's no way to possible to lose my state file. That is why the best practice is I have to store it into storage bucket. These two questions are most important. Of course, just they will ask you what is Terraform INIT, what is Terraform plan, what is Terraform validate, what is Terraform apply, what is Terraform destroy. These are very normal, simple commands, but indirectly they will give some scenario. The same question they will ask in different way. Let's say I have a my infrastructure is my infrastructure code has made by Terraform. I'm using Terraform in my organization. Let's say accidentally I have deleted one cluster in my environment. How you can do rebackup that? Okay, you simply say I can do Terraform command. That is fine, but still how it is restoring? Indirectly, they will ask you like that. Since we have a Terraform state file inside my storage bucket, this Terraform state file will, by help of Terraform apply, will recreate everything what Terraform state file contains in terms of tracking. Let me show that. I think so it's done. Yeah, it's done only. Let's go, let me show you the Terraform state file. Oh, yeah. If you see here, Terraform TF state. Let me open that. Array, why my cursor is hanging? Oh, sorry guys, my cursor is not responding. I think so it's responding now. Is it responding? Yeah, it is responding. So let me open terraform.tf state file. See that whatever I have provisioned till now, everything is it tracking. What is resource? Google Container Cluster, and adding additional everything it is tracking here. Everything whatever you have provisioned just now, node pool, locations, master node, see the GK cluster, everything, all information without writing anything. That is the beauty of Terraform here. That means if someone see this Terraform schedule, okay, recently we have provisioning this kind of a resources. Okay, means nothing but track, guys. It will hold all your configuration file information, whatever you have been provisioned. The simple say, I think so. Okay, so let's go to your environment. Go to Kubernetes engine. My cluster is, oh, what happened? My Kubernetes, okay. Let me check to VM instances, whether my GKE instances are created or not. Yeah, it's created. GKE, 3 clusters has been created. If you see here, but I don't know why my GP engine is not opening. Maybe some my console issue or something like that. But yeah, mission cluster is created. So let's go to one more time. Let's go to Kubernetes. Huh? You don't have sufficient permission. Okay, later I will fix it. Maybe I removed IAM access for this particular model. Maybe it's not an issue. It's kind of an access issue only. Okay, because my cluster is created. If you see here, my where is my virtual machines? Yeah, this is my cluster here. If you click on this cluster, because I have given the 3 reasons along with 3 replicas. So this thing, everything is created, whatever I have given in the script. This is my cluster. This is my bootable Google managed. Because why it is Google managed? Because this is the GKE. Kubernetes will handle by, Masternode will handle by Google itself. Everything is configured without manual efforts here. So like that way, we have to implement, any resources. Just now I shows like 2 or 3. So take that Google, container registry, sorry, Terraform, registry link and try to use more resources because I cannot cover each and everything. I will give majority of the kind of services and resources. Then tomorrow I can explain cloud functions and I will take some more information tomorrow as well. And after that, I can go ahead with the pipeline creation as well, because pipeline also, yes, we can do create by CI/CD pipelines. Yeah, we can do create by Terraform script basically. Okay, so that's it for today, because it's kind of a repeated process only, but only the difference is the declarative script. For one model VM, how I can declare that. For VPC, how I can declare that. For Kubernetes, how I can declare that. That the only not declare exactly, it's kind of a copy paste only, 90 to 95%. 5% just replace your values in the real time. Here we are practicing. I'm just giving by default values in the real time. Please give proper names according to your requirement. That's the only 5% smartness. This is a very smartness work. Okay. Yeah, that's it for today. Any questions so far today? I am destroying this, otherwise I have very less amount in my GCP subscription pocket. Let me destroy this because cluster is very chargeable. Terraform destroy. Yeah, any question, guys? Okay, no problem. If you have any questions when you are doing execute this thing, if you are facing any issue, post to our the chat or contact to us. We can try to help you. Of course, can't say mandatory, but it's a more important. Okay, if you don't have any doubts, then I can wrap up the call for today. Okay. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.